I do not teach you to get rid of any emotions, to eliminate any emotions, to just stop feeling them whatsoever, because I know from my perspective, from my experience, I know that's actually not what you need, and I know that's not even actually good for you. You need to understand first your emotions and how they work, and most importantly, their function, a role, a job that they're trying to perform in your life, and all of them are trying to help you. The way to stop feeling your negative emotions is to feel your negative emotions with full attention and kindness and compassion and validation for yourself.
Welcome back to Talk the Walk, where we explore how to walk your journey of healing, growth, and transformation with more success, ease, and joy.
One of the most common questions I get from my students and clients is, Philippe, how can I stop feeling this way? Philippe, how can I stop having this negative feeling, this unpleasant emotion? Whether that is anxiety, sadness, fear, grief, frustration, shame, guilt. How can I just get rid of that? How can I throw it away? How can I just eliminate that negative feeling so it doesn't bother me again? Because right now, Philippe, it's bothering me a lot. So how can I get rid of it? How can I just stop feeling it? So that's for sure one of the most common questions that I get. And my answer is different from most of the ones that you're going to see all around. So unfortunately, I see all around a lot of people, coaches, teachers, trainings, promising people ways to get rid of their uncomfortable feelings and emotions, to just eliminate them, stop feeling them. But that's totally different from the way that I think and that I teach. So what's the main difference? The main difference is that I do not teach you to get rid of any emotions, to eliminate any emotions, to just stop feeling them whatsoever, because I know from my perspective, from my experience, I know that's actually not what you need, and I know that's not even actually good for you. I know that's not going to work in an effective and lasting way, and most importantly, even if it works, I know it's not going to be helpful for you. In fact, that's going to be harmful for you. So let me explain why. Nowadays, as you look around, you see a lot of promises like, hey, take this course or use this technique and get rid of your anxiety in 60 seconds, right? Or do this program or use this modality and stop feeling your negative emotions forever. Get rid of all your problems, right? This is the solution. You'll stop feeling bad. You will just stop feeling bad. And those can be very tempting, for sure, right? We all want to just stop feeling bad. If you could just stop feeling bad, just having negative emotions, most people probably would. We just want to stop feeling bad and we want to feel good. So they are very tempting. And that's why most people fall into those traps. And then they get burned, which is a problem that I'll talk about next. But it is tempting. But it's also the biggest trap and most dangerous trap for anyone trying to transform themselves, feel better in a real healthy way, to live a happier life, more meaningful life, more balanced life. It's the biggest trap for anyone trying to truly balance and regulate their emotions, master their emotions. And it's the biggest trap because, first of all, it doesn't work. At least not in a healthy way and in a lasting way. And I'm going to explain why it doesn't work very soon. The second reason is sometimes it can work, but if it does, that's even worse for you. Because when it works, it's in a very toxic way that ends up harming you more than doing good, at least in the medium-long term. And the third reason is because you don't really learn how to master and balance your emotions for yourself. You just learn some gimmicky technique that helps you avoid or suppress a certain emotion or discharge it or get rid of it, but you don't get lasting transformation. You don't learn something that will be with you for the rest of your life. to help you manage and balance your emotions for the rest of your life. And the fourth reason, there's a fourth reason as well, which is many people do that, they try that, and then it doesn't work, or even worse, it works in an unhealthy way, and so they get burned, it's harmful for them, so they think that, okay, it's just not possible to balance my emotions, to feel better, because when I tried it, it was even worse, so they lose hope. So it's even worse as well. So these are the reasons why these techniques and approaches are not effective, not helpful, and even harmful. So let me first tell you why they don't work, or why when they work it's even worse, it's harmful, and what you need to do instead if you want to stop feeling bad, if you want to stop feeling certain negative emotion. And the reason why they don't work and what you need to do instead is you need to understand first your emotions and how they work, and most importantly, their function. Because yes, your emotions have a function. All of your emotions have a function. All of your emotions have a role, a job that they're trying to perform in your life, and all of them, they are trying to help you. All of them. Even the worst emotions that you can have, that you can feel, that you remember, even the emotions that make you feel really bad, really down, even those, they are trying to help you. Because that's their function. They are your emotions. They're not against you. They are your emotions. They exist to serve you, to protect you, to help you reach your goals and avoid harm. So all of them, they're trying to help you somehow, even if they make you feel bad. Their goal, their function is to help you. Now, this is a different discussion, but they might be functioning in a way that they're actually harming you, even if they want to help you. That's a different discussion and for a different episode. But this will also make sense with what you learn here today. Okay, but what you need to understand right now is that all of your emotions want to help you, even if they're making you feel bad. And when they make you feel bad, it doesn't mean that they're being harmful to you. This is important, okay? Doesn't mean sometimes they're making you feel bad for a reason. And we're going to get to that. And other times they may actually be harming you. So you look at the situation in reality and you see, okay, this emotion is actually making me do something that's not helpful for me, that's harmful for me, right? It's blocking me from my goals. So it's not actually helping me. And it doesn't matter if it's a positive or negative emotion. Positive and negative emotions can both be helpful or unhelpful. But even when they are being unhelpful and harmful for you, they are still trying to help you. So this means that if your reaction is to try to fight them, if you don't want to feel a certain emotion and your strategy is to fight that emotion, to try to eliminate it, to kill it, to get rid of it somehow, to just stop feeling it, you are basically telling that part of you, which is a part of you, to die, to live, right? To stop existing. You are basically creating a war with a part of you. You are literally fighting with a part of you. You are creating inner conflict. Do you think that will help you feel better and feel less of that emotion? Probably not. Probably the contrary. By fighting it, you'll just be giving it more energy. And you'll be creating more inner conflict, which makes you feel even worse. So by fighting your emotions, you're just making yourself feel worse, even worse. You're just strengthening the negative emotions because you're creating inner conflict, so more negative emotions. So it doesn't work most of the time by trying to fight your emotions. But here's the thing, even if it works, because sometimes people find ways to really suppress their emotions, to really get rid of their emotions. And again, there are programs and techniques that try to help you do that. So sometimes you can find a way to win over that emotion and really suppress it, repress it, send it away, find a way to stop feeling it, kill it, get rid of it somehow. And even if that works on the surface, even if on a conscious level, you stop feeling that negative emotion and you're so happy because you think you're free from that, what's really happened is that you have repressed hidden away, removed, killed, whatever you want to call, a part of you. A part of you. Because remember, as I said, every emotion is a part of you that's trying to help you. And every emotion is about something important to you. Okay? Even if the emotion seems to be harming you or making you feel bad, every emotion that you feel is a part of you that's coming up as a response to something that is important to you, to something that you care about, to something that's part of you, something that you care about, something that you want, something that you need, something that you value, what's meaningful to you. Every emotion that you feel, it's about something that is meaningful to you. And it's bringing you a message about something that is meaningful to you. So if you succeed in suppressing that emotion or getting rid of it, what you're really doing is you're also suppressing that part of you. That's something that is meaningful to you. That value of yours. That thing you want or desire at your core. You're also getting rid of that. Because you cannot get rid of the emotion without getting rid of the message that it brings you and the reason behind it. So you're also disconnecting yourself from yourself. You're disconnecting yourself from parts of yourself. And that's basically trauma. You're basically traumatizing yourself by doing that. You are telling to those parts of you that they're not welcome, they're not safe, they shouldn't exist. So if you have a certain negative emotion, let's say anxiety, or guilt, or shame, and behind that emotion, maybe you don't know that, but behind that emotion, the reason why it's coming up is because you care about being loved and having real love in life, for example. Then by suppressing that emotion, what you're also suppressing is your need and desire and care for real love and your capacity for real love. Because one needs the other. You cannot have one without the other. So that means that if you do suppress that emotion, from now on, you will not be able to live life with real love. You'll maybe have some fake form of it, some forced form of it, some superficial form of love and connection. But you'll not be able to have real love, deep connections, authentic connections. Because guess what? You suppressed, you got rid of the part of you that was bringing you the connection to that, which was that emotion. And you sent it away. You somehow eliminated it, erased it. So that's the even worse problem when you try to get rid of emotions, stop feeling them just like that, and you actually succeed, is you're disconnecting from yourself, from the deeper parts of you, from your authenticity. You're fragmenting yourself. You're becoming less whole. You're becoming more superficial because you are losing access to the deeper layers of yourself. And unfortunately, when you look around, look at yourself and also look at the people around you. Most people are living a life that is very, very, very disconnected from themselves. That is very superficial. No depth, no authenticity, no deep connections, no spirit. And guess why? Because most people are trying to stop feeling their negative emotions, to just stop feeling them, to just get rid of them, and have in some way succeeded. And that's why they cannot now live a deep life, a meaningful life. They have to live a shallow life, because that's the only way that they could continue living without having those emotions come up, because they are connected to those deeper parts of them. So I hope you can clearly see that just trying to stop feeling your negative emotions like that and getting rid of them is not the way to go. It's not how you want to do it. But then you might rightfully ask, okay, Philip, then what should I do? Should I just allow myself to be feeling this anxiety, this sadness, depression, this shame all my life and be controlled by it? Is that what you're saying? Is that the only way for me to live meaningfully and in a deep way and connected? It doesn't seem better. That option doesn't seem better. I'm just overwhelmed by those emotions all the time. And no, that's not what I think you should do. That's not what I recommend you to do. Because there is a way for you to stop feeling those negative emotions, but not really stop feeling them in that unhealthy way. but stop feeling that in that overwhelming way where they're controlling you, where they're making you feel bad all the time. There's a way to instead, let me correct my words, instead of stop feeling those emotions and just getting rid of them, there's a way to transform those emotions into emotions that are helping you, into positive emotions, and emotions that are no longer overwhelming you, weighting you down. So my suggestion for you and what I want to teach you is, what you want to do is, you don't want to stop feeling those emotions. That's not the best thing for you. That's not the right path. What you want to do is learn how to transform those emotions that you're feeling from negative and overwhelming into positive, constructive, and helpful. And how do you do that? Well, we just have to come back again to the beginning of this discussion. And remember, the function of emotions is to help you. All of your emotions are trying to help you somehow. All of your emotions have an important message for you about something that is important for you. So what do you need to do? You have to think of your emotions kind of like children. They're kind of like your inner children. And here's the thing. Imagine that you yourself are a child and you have a very important message to deliver to an adult, a very important message about something that is very, very important for you. Okay? So you go and try to speak to that adult about that message that you want to tell them. But the adult does not want to be bothered by you. And maybe they don't like what you're saying. It's making them feel bad. So instead of listening to you and helping you, they try to push you away. They tell you to go do something else. They try to silence you, or they put you in a different room, or they just leave, or they just go distract themselves and go watch TV instead of listening to you. What do you do as a child, and how do you feel? Of course, you feel that you have to scream louder at them. You have to really get their attention because it's so important. You need to tell them that message. So you will just become louder. You will just pull their clothes, yell at them, try to put yourself in front of them, do everything you can to get their attention, to get them to listen to you and their very important message about something that's very important for you, right? And the more they try not to listen, the stronger you'll become, the louder you'll become. And your emotions are exactly the same. The more you try to not listen to them, the more you try to ignore them, push them away, or distract yourself from them, the louder they'll have to become, because you're not listening to their message. Because you're not listening to their message. It's just like the child. The louder, if they need to give you an important message, right? Very important, that's their job, that's their function, and you're not listening, then they have to become louder. They have to overwhelm you. They have to become stronger. They have to become unpleasant, right? Negative, to get your attention that way. And then you try to repress them even more, to ignore them even more, and they become louder and louder. And then there's actually the risk of the child giving up, believing that the adult will never listen to it, and so just removing themselves and withdrawing, and you never see them again. And you don't want to do that with your inner child, right? That's losing your inner child, and losing your inner child's trust in you is probably one of the worst things in life that can happen. But unfortunately, most people have that. But what happens is that then you are completely disconnected from your inner child, which is where your qualities of play, of joy, of fun, of authenticity come from. So people are disconnected from those qualities because they are disconnected from their inner child, because they decided not to listen to it. Usually unconsciously, of course. And the inner child just withdraws and believes it has no place and no attention for itself. Either that, or you actually succeed in repressing it so much and not listening to it so much, right? Which is the same, and which you don't want to do. And that's actually how you get stuck in negative emotions. It's by trying to not listen to them. It's by trying to push them away. It's how you get stuck in them. You get stuck in negative emotions by trying to not feel them. You get stuck in negative emotions by trying to avoid them, to repress them, to push them away. That's how you get stuck. But that means that the solution is also clear now. The way that you get unstuck from negative emotions, and the way that you can stop feeling those strong, overwhelming negative emotions and transform them into positive emotions is to, first of all, and very simply, accept them and listen to their message. Listen to what they're trying to tell you. Validate that they are there to help you. Validate that the only thing that they want to do is try to help you and try to give you an important message about something that you care about. Just listen to them. Just like if the child wants to give you an important message, and if you listen to the child and you validate it and you say, okay, yes, I understand that's important, I'm going to help you, the child will immediately calm down. It will not need to pull your attention as much and shout and become loud and try to, pinch you, right? It doesn't need to do that anymore because now you're giving it the attention it needs, the importance it needs. And it's exactly the same with your emotions. If you learn how to give your emotions the attention that they need, if you learn how to accept them, allow them to come to you, and listen to them as they tell you their message, and then offer them your compassion and your help, even if sometimes it's just comfort, even if sometimes it's just saying, yes, I know you're here to help me, thank you for that message, I know that's important. And sometimes you can even go further and can actually take action that, okay, what can I do about this thing that is important for me? But sometimes even just the fact of listening to your emotions and validating them and where they come from, and their messages, just that in itself helps the emotions soothe, relax much more, because now the emotion has fulfilled its function of bringing you that message. And it's been heard, it's been validated, so it will relax. And as you do that, especially if then you can take action to help whatever that emotion needs help with, that emotion will very, very naturally transform from a negative emotion into a positive one, because it's been listened and because now you're working together with it, so now it's on your side. And it's very common. I see this in myself, of course, and with my students all the time, that anxiety turns into excitement, that sadness and grief turns into beautiful, heartfelt joy and appreciation and gratitude. That shame turns into courage and authenticity. And all because you decided to stop and listen to your emotions, the parts of you that want to help you and want to give you important messages. And you validate them, and you offer them your comfort and support, and you take action. And that's how you stop feeling negative emotions. Is you don't stop feeling them, you feel them more. The way to stop feeling your negative emotions is to feel your negative emotions with full attention and kindness and compassion and validation for yourself. I'm gonna say it again. The way to stop feeling your negative emotions in a healthy way is to feel your negative emotions in a healthy way. Now you just need to learn how to do that properly. And inside our Star Soul School, inside our membership, inside our community, we have a special practice that is the practice that we created to help you do just that. It's a step-by-step practice, 5 steps, to help you do this exact exercise. And I'm going to place a link somewhere here that you can use to learn that practice for yourself. Make sure to check the description of this video or somewhere there will be a link. It's a guided meditation, a guided exercise that helps you start with a negative and pleasant emotion that maybe you want to stop feeling, and then go through the 5 guided steps where you will be able to welcome, allow it, listen to it, give it comfort, give it your attention, validate it, understand what it needs, and then help it relax and soothe and stop being overwhelming and even become something more positive. I hope it makes a difference in your life. I'm very sure that if you go get it right now and apply it, then it will. Because I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students apply this practice and it changes their life. It's usually one of their favorite, and you can get it too. So go get it right now, use it, practice it, apply it, and your life will change. And I'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Talk the Walk. If you enjoyed it, like us and send it to someone who you think will like it too. We love your feedback and interaction, and you're welcome to leave us a comment or review, ask a question, or just reach out. Lastly, if today's conversation stirred something in you, remember, you don't have to walk this path alone. Our Star Soul Skill community is where these conversations continue, where you can connect with others on similar journeys and access the courses and support designed to help you integrate this work into your daily life. You will find everything at starsoulschool.com, and the link is in the show notes. See you next time.